Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mirror Podcast. Today we'll be discussing about the youth, us as the youth. But I will let Alvin introduce himself and say hi to you guys.
From wherever you're listening us to, listening to us from. Yeah, that's the right thing. Yeah. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're healthy and feeling nice about yourself. This is episode crazy
34.
34.
I should. I hope so.
Are you sure?
I hope so. Should be between 34 and 36 somewhere.
36.
Yeah, that's okay. Correct.
This is episode 36.
Mm-hmm.
And like Anthony said, we're talking about the youth. And there's a lot to touch about the youth.
Mm-hmm.
But today we're going to focus on the struggles we as the youth are facing. So, to start off, Anthony Minor.
As a representative of the youth.
Yes. As former youth leader.
Former youth leader is crazy, but okay.
What kind of struggles might you think the youth are going through?
Hey, the youth are going through a lot, man. Wow. Let's start off with the economic times. Right now, economically, it's crazy, man. Like, for our parents, it was easier. For us, economically, it's just way, way worse. Like, the cost of living has gone up. Things are more expensive than they were. People are making less money than they did on a work-to-earn ratio.
Yeah.
As compared to our parents.
Yeah.
There's also a mental health crisis. People are going crazy. COVID really affected us as the youth. There's a lot, honestly.
COVID kweli. Wow.
Staying in the house is...
It wasn't COVID that affected us. COVID only showed what was being hidden inside.
Well, yeah, because we had to go back to like our homes and sit with ourselves and our parents. And like situations got really sticky really quickly. It was tough, to be honest. But let's just touch on that economic struggle. So right now, in Africa alone, the rate of unemployment by the youth is at around 35%. Or it should be higher or lower, depending on where you're listening this from. So there's unemployment and underemployment. We could also say that our parents and grandparents are refusing to retire in certain cases. So the job opportunities are slim to none for the youth.
Yeah.
Even those who go to universities and those who pursue higher learning, the hope for employment is not even there. Like people are just there for vibes now. So it's tough. You as an active member of the youth and having led the youth at some point in time in your life, what struggles have you seen them undergo?
If you're a youth and I led you, please don't listen to me ever again. Wow, I was leading you. But anyway, can I talk about struggles that I have seen or struggles that I have undergone, or both? One thing is the highest that I've seen is societal expectations. We as the Gen Z, Gen Z, there's a lot of expectations from society that are unrealistic. Like we're expected to be better than our parents in every single thing. That's why they push so much on us. They try to, this is my opinion. If it's wrong, well, it's my opinion. Who gives a fuck about you? But sorry, that's not what I meant. I just meant my opinion is my own, and I have the right to air it out. Yeah, so that's putting it better. There's a lot our parents failed to achieve, and their best way of loving us, quote unquote, is pushing their ideas and their ideations of their own lives on us. Because now they have the opportunity to grant us that opportunity to do whatever they wanted. And it's crazy. It's really crazy that
So technically, what you're saying is it's not about us. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So they're pushing us to do what they should have done, or what
they wanted to do, most likely, because they didn't get the opportunity to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is about societal expectations is that everyone will expect something.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone does expect something from you.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, the thing is, at least for me, the way I am trying to, live my own life is everyone will expect something at one given point or the other. Someone will expect something. So do I give them what they expect, or do I do what I want to do at my own pace, the way I want to do it? Because I can't meet everyone's expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I really cannot. Like, if you were to choose to meet every single person's expectation, you would die before you met your own.
Probably also be very miserable, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you'd be very miserable. That would cause your death.
It's tough, but yeah, onto that also. Like, me, I'd rather people hate me, but I'm okay with me. Like,
that's very true.
Like, I'd rather I live on my own standards.
That's what people call an unpopular opinion.
Like me, because hating me because of people is devastating. Like, it's mentally draining, it's emotionally draining. You burn out like nothing.
Yeah.
And like it's a very bad place to be in as a person, because putting everyone else before yourself all the time compromises you every time. So you end up not airing your opinion, not doing what you wanted, not doing it the way you wanted, not showing up the way you wanted, and all for what, guys? All for what? You as the youth, learn to set your own expectations and live to them. Just live on your own means. Do what is necessary for you, and then you can consider other people.
Yeah, follow your own goals. But anyway, like you said, there are economical challenges, like I've said, social challenges, which is basically social expectation. Other than social expectations, there is social conformity. Social expectations and social conformity are not the same thing. The society will expect something from you, and again, they will want you to conform to it. Like they will ask you to follow the status quo. Everyone is doing this one thing, so why are you not doing it? Like, for example, youth these days, people between the age of 17 to 35 are chronic drinkers. They are leading to steps of alcoholism. Society will expect you to do the same. They'll be like, why are you not drinking? Do you think you're better than us? Do you think you're doing life better than us? And this is something I've actually experienced, like, on my own. I've gone to events and I'm like, I'm not drinking. And I'm like,
it's like everyone's panicking.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why are you not
like,
drinking?
why are you not drinking? How can you not drink? And so many people, and for me, bro, if I don't want to drink, I won't drink. There's no one who'll give me the pressure to drink. No, absolutely no one. And this is something you have to do a lot to hold. And like,
just to stand
your ground, you need to do a lot of work. And a lot of people have actually come to me and be like, hey, by the way, I actually like the way no one pushes you around when it comes to alcohol. And bro, wow, it's not easy. It's not like I was like this all the time. If you go back down my history,
it's tricky.
Wow, me and the bottom of the bottle, we're good friends.
But I'd also say social media has a big part to play in all of this.
Yeah.
Because like you've said, let's just talk about drinking specifically.
Yeah.
Everyone, like if you look at everyone's social media, from Snap to Insta stories to WhatsApp, like people post bottles.
It's always a bottle.
Like
of some kind.
Of some kind, alcohol of some manner.
Yeah.
Well, be it cocktails, be it shots, be it you are here, you are there. Like, alcohol is a status quo, as you've earlier said. And you were telling us about how hard it was to stand your ground.
Oh yeah. Good thing is I'm stubborn. That's the only thing I can say. That's a good thing. I'm stubborn. And to be honest, I believe my opinion matters the most to me. So at first it was hard because I'm like, lakini watu watafikiria nini? And I was like, bro, siwafikiria kitu watafikiria. Kwani nitakufa?
whether you allow them or you don't, they'll still
think. You can't stop someone from thinking. So as now we get into it, because this was just touching on the few issues that are there within our environs as the youth. Hey, first thing, do you believe that we are going through some kind of pressure to succeed?
Well, yes.
In
but
what way?
Like we were talking recently about the hustle culture and the grind mentality and all that. So it's very prevalent in society that the idea of being rich, that's not even being wealthy, just flaunting money.
Yes.
Flaunting money has become a very common thing. So it's making people to want to make more money. So it's pushing people to work.
Yeah.
That's the good side. The bad side is it's pushing people, and like people don't know that there's certain limits to what you can do. People are not limiting themselves. So you find people overworking or even like just working for the sake of working, so that you say, I'm working.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So there's pressure to succeed, to be honest, because I don't think any of us want to be a failure by societal terms and by your own personal terms. So this is very dependent on what you term as failure or success.
Yeah.
But let's tie it to finances. There has been an increasing amount of people who are tying their success to finances.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the pressure to succeed, especially on financial terms, is ever increasing, right? Because we have people flaunting money, cars, lifestyle, nini on all over the internet, causing some people to feel insecure, causing some people to question where they're at in life. You might have been perfectly fine until you saw some influencer flaunting their lifestyle, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're poor.
Yeah.
You feel like, hey, me, why I have nothing. Now you turn yourself into a slave to chase someone's lifestyle. You don't know what they did to get there, but you're chasing it. Meaning you've changed your metrics of what success is to theirs. To match theirs.
Yeah.
Meaning you'll never succeed. There is pressure to now succeed, but it's a goal that you will most likely never achieve. Because today, okay, let's say your favorite influencer is driving a Benz.
Yeah.
Next week they drive a GLE. Next week they drive a G-Wagon. You're panicking 24/7, because let's say you have a Mazda Demio, and then next week they're driving a GLE. Now you are looking at your car as though it's a cart, it's a hand cart. You're like, this car is worth nothing and all that. So there's pressure. It is serious.
There is a lot of pressure. And honestly, this pressure to succeed, like you said, is highly on the financial side. And let's say, is it good or bad? Let me just say it. Whatever, the way you perceive it is your own. There is the pressure to succeed now. Like not
succeeding now.
Not follow the progress or the procedure to getting to where you need to be. You just like instant gratification. You see money now, you want the most of it now. And it's a good thing for people in betting platforms. To be honest, muindi anafurahia. Let me tell you guys, I have just been reading a few articles on Google about the way we are getting more and more people getting into gambling, because this is just a form of gambling in different levels. Like I know people in high school who gamble. Wako huko wanapea tu muindi pesa. And let me tell you, the thing about this betting, there is no way on heaven, earth, hell, anywhere that the house will not win.
The house always wins.
This is actually people who have studied the art of gambling, and they're professional gamblers, and they lose. And if you look at the ratio between winning and losing, you will lose so much, maybe even 5 to 10 times more than what you will win. So by the time you see someone there winning 1 million shillings, you should ask yourself, how much have they put into this? Like, what is the investment for them to get that 1 million shillings? And it's not some little money. It might be a 20 bob here today, a 50 bob there tomorrow, 100 bob, 10,000. And the thing is, it's always increasing. Your mind tells you, let me spend 20 bob today. And then you lose that 20 bob. Tomorrow you'll be like, let me just put 50 bob so I can regain that 20 bob I lost yesterday. And then you lose the whole of it. But anyway, and then there's this thing Kenyan Prince was doing. Forex trading.
Actually,
I have no problem with forex traders. I literally do not have any problem. I don't even know anything about forex trading, to be honest. Other than the fact that there are a lot of companies that are just using these people to sell their products. These are marketers.
Yeah, they're not traders. But the markets are crazy. Making that kind of money is possible.
Yeah.
But you see, if you really look at it like properly, like people who have studied the markets, people who are professionals, they're not out here flaunting money. Let's be real. Let's first of all be real.
Yeah.
Right? So Akina Kenyan Prince, as you've said, are marketers. They go to the brokerage companies.
No kijana tumemtaja hapa bana mara nyingi.
Free publicity. No, we are using him as an example.
Yeah, guys, don't be like him.
Guys. So, well, if you get the contract, you do you, man. Chase the bag.
Yeah.
So these guys, they promote companies through links. So you're given a link, and then you're given a certain amount of money, and then you're told, go do this and get people as many people as possible to come through your link to the company. So them, they're not risking their money. Them, they're not placing their money, or even if they are, not as much as you think they are. Because them, they're being given money for marketing.
Yeah.
Them, they're being given money for your impressions on social media. You who's there watching their life, feeling greedy about the money they have, you are the target audience and they've caught you. So it's bad. So if forex trading is a genuine way of making money, but even if you look at the traders who are very prominent online, they post gains. You've talked about losses. Back in high school, I happened to have a very talented math teacher. So we decided to do the probability of winning bets, like Sport Pesa and all those things. Yo, if you look at the odds against you, it won't hit your brain to try.
Yeah.
So just go, be curious. Just go look at the possibility that you'll win. And stop imagining that the world's rules will suddenly bend to your will.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, like you said, social media is playing a very huge part in this. Like an extremely huge part in this. So you look at your favorite influencer. Let's say your influencer is, in their 30s. You're still 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Bro, like your life is just starting.
I was there, to be honest.
Your life is just starting. So why are you looking at this influencer who's like 10 years older than you? Do you know what you can do in 10 years? I am pretty sure every 20-year-old here watching this, or even with the two of us in this room, we think we have seen a lot in these 20 years we've done. We think we have seen a lot. But let me tell you, in those 20 years, your life has changed a lot. Sindo, you've gotten from, your early childhood to your teenage years to now your youth years. That's a whole lot of things have changed. So if you give yourself another 10 years, don't you think you might even surpass that influencer you're looking at? If you actually trust the process that you're supposed to go through. But our social media lies to us, yeah? You see someone who's like in their late 40s with lots of money, with a career, yeah? You're still in university, or you just left university, or you're not even in university yet. And the thing running in your mind is, I want money like him, I want money like him. Bro, this guy has 20 plus years over you of experience that has actually given him the gratification of that money. And we actually talked about this in one of our previous episodes, I think episode 34. Anyway, about if you're given $1 million shillings right now, or $1 million,
10 million.
10 million,
Was
it was
the
10
figure,
million.
yeah.
$10 million. What would you do with it? Like, what would you do with it? You don't know how to handle that kind of money. You've never seen that kind of money. So you'll never be able to actually get to where this person is or even surpass them. That money will just disappear. You'll have it 1 second, the next is gone. And the thing is, we are looking for instant gratification too much. Too much. And social media is actually these days, let me not lie to you, the level of capitalism in our society is too high. So don't trust anything that you just see online. Someone is trying to get something out of you, to be honest.
You know, what's crazy is actually, right now, it's gotten to the point where, like, social media is like a bunch of skits going on.
Yeah.
It's like rented lifestyles, rented cars, rented apartments. I guess you've seen the scenarios where, like, these influencers get called out for not having the money.
There's an influencer. Okay, I'm not sure if he's an influencer, but there's a guy who's trending because he did some dumb shit. So he was showing his day-to-day life, and waking up at 3 something in the morning, putting his face in ice cold water, then after a few minutes eating a banana, then using the banana leaves to like
exfoliate his
skincare.
face.
Yeah. Then later he goes outside, stretches or does some crazy ass thing. Then there was a problem with his editing at one point. He was diving into a pool, and he dove into the pool for a solid 4 minutes. Solid 4 minutes.
Diving alone.
Yeah, from 7:36 to 7:40, he was just diving in the water. Because the previous frame, so frames ni, each scene, like, if you get what I'm saying, you get. If you don't,
go research what frames are.
Yeah. So the first frame was 7:36. He's jumping into the water. The next frame is 7:40. He's inside the water.
Yo, guys.
And this guy, actually, so many people have trolled him. And to be honest, that lifestyle just looks fake. He looks like he's just rented out a place. And that place looks like it's high-end,
yeah,
like really good.
Renting things is not as expensive as owning them. That's one thing people need to realize.
Yeah.
Just because someone, I can decide, let me go rent a B&B in Karen for like 2 days. All I'm doing there is just shooting content. That's all I'm doing. And then when I come here on social media, I'm flaunting like crazy. So you guys think I'm all about that lifestyle, nini. Kumbe me, I'm just somewhere around chilling and minding my own business, blowing up on the internet. Guys, the internet might have a lot of skits. Be very cautious about what you watch.
So we've talked about the pressure to succeed, and you can actually now introspect and look at how internally you're struggling to succeed. And I'll give an example of myself. The pressure to succeed on my end is not financial, because I've already seen what chasing money when it's not yet the time for it, what it does to you. It really breaks you down to a level you go nuts. Yeah. But that does not mean you don't do a few things to get yourself to the point you need to be. So with that, go back, listen to our episode on financial independence, and you will learn more. Struggle is not even to find a good lifestyle or wealth. No. Struggling to find happiness with self. That is the pressure I have to succeed.
And what does that look like for you?
Being comfortable with yourself. You'll go back to an episode on self-care and appreciation.
Right.
And we talked about being holistic, like being fully comfortable with who you are at the point you're at, and being grateful to the process and the time you have made from the first point to the last. The journey is hard, to be honest.
Life is a journey and it's hard.
Yeah, but this one is way. This one can take you to pits that wow.
Yeah, it's you versus you, to be honest. Yeah.
And honestly, that's the only thing I want to achieve at the moment. Like that's the main thing I want to achieve. That's the thing I am putting my mind to. Like, will I be able to be the version of myself that I want? Will I be able to get to the point that I want for myself? And honestly, it's not easy. Like it's not easy at all. It's like it's really draining to look at yourself and see the person that you have been for a while and not like it. It's very hard.
Just seeing you for your flaws, what you've done, the wrongdoings you've done, even knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
And just accepting this is me.
Like accepting that's you. That shit is hard. And to be honest, it's really draining to look at yourself in the mirror and see that quote unquote broken. No one is broken, to be honest. But that part of you that you don't really like much, that part of you that you don't really appreciate much, that part of you that you wish you never had, that phase of your life that you wish you never went through, that part of you is still you. And the struggle I have, or the pressure I have for myself, is like it's internal pressure, not from anyone else, is to get to a point where I actually love and appreciate and care for that version of myself as much as I would care for a loved one, or as much as I'd care for someone else. This actually takes us quite to the next thing.
Wait, let's just hold there.
Yeah. You have to have the ability to sit down with yourself, look at yourself, look at how far you have come, look at the challenges you've gone through, and take time to appreciate all that. And another thing is, for the times you felt like you failed yourself, the times you felt like you didn't do good enough for you, the times you felt like you put yourself in situations where you did not deserve to be in, it's very important for you to forgive yourself.
I think people forgiving themselves is an underrated thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, just saying, okay, I wanted to do this, then this happened, then I couldn't be able to do this. So situations didn't allow.
Yeah.
Don't batter yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you really, really look at it, when shit goes down, you're alone.
You're the only person you have.
Yeah. So I don't see why you'd sit down to tear yourself down and you're the only person you have. It's good to take accountability. Like, maybe you are not somewhere you wanted to be on time or something like that, and improve. But to reach the point of battering yourself for no apparent reason is pointless. Because you end up tearing yourself down instead of building yourself up. So why are you foreman ni wewe na mnajenga mkitoa mawe? Bana, explain to me how that's a good thing.
It's not.
Exactly.
It's not. So the pressure now fully is understanding that I am a human being, understanding that failure does occur, understanding that things can happen the way I don't want them to happen, or the way I didn't expect them to happen. There are situations where I didn't show up the way I was supposed to show up. There are situations where I hurt myself and I hurt others. But in all of it, I can't chase any kind of perfection, because every single situation works out to the best of its ability at that point in time.
Right.
So shit might have gone down the worst of ways, but at that point in time, things played out the best way at that point. So it's really important, at least for me, to now look back into my own life and look at those points in time where I was hurt by even other people, and choose to forgive them for maybe they did not know better, or maybe they didn't understand that situation hurt me in certain ways or affected me in a certain way, and now find internal peace.
Right.
Because I personally see that you can have all kinds of success.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all the wealth in the world. You can have everything that you need physically. But if you have issues with your internal self, all that success will go to nothing at one point. Like it will just disappear at one given point because there is still something you're lacking.
It is important to be at peace with self.
Yeah. Next thing, mental health challenges. This is crazy, yeah?
It's like society right now is in a mental health crisis.
We've always been a mental health crisis, but now we are doing a lot more to showcase the problems, to create awareness, basically. Yeah? And to be honest, we are doing a good job to create awareness, at least in the spaces that I have found myself in. I have found it good to, the way people are trying to change things, to accept others as they are. And we're looking at it as, their mental health. The people of different neurodivergencies, which is meaning you've been born with a something, like you're divergent. You can look that up. I don't want to use the wrong vocabulary. So look up neurodivergency. It's basically being different in one way in terms of processing things in your head and the way. Yeah.
I guess even perspectives is part of like that neurodivergence, because people see things differently.
Yeah, but perspective is different. Neurodivergency is you're born with a different, like a change. People who have ADHD.
Now I get it. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, so such people.
So
just look it up.
We see the prevalence in like things like anxiety, depression, and all that especially in our Kenyan youth.
Yeah.
Part of the reason is this pressure to succeed. Like you have some crazy pressure to do things that you should not be able to do at the age you are currently at. Because I remember, even to like put it on a personal perspective, when I was like late in my teenage years, I used to be very prevalent online. So I'm on social media a lot, and like I'm scrolling and I'm seeing people's lives and all that. And like I used to feel inadequate a lot. Like it's like I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And like it causes like a panic inside your head.
Yeah.
That you may or may not be aware of. And it made me even be dissatisfied with the things I have. Because I'm like, hey, this one has this one has this. You remember like when you were children and you used to go to each other's houses and you compare everything from plates, spoons, cups, the way your house looks, the color of your room and all that. So when you grew up, those things stopped mattering to you as much. But with social media, it has creepily found a way back into our heads. Right? So we end up comparing a lot. It's sort of human nature to compare your life to others, but it's a very smart decision to allow yourself to know that I'm comparing my life to Alvin's, and I shouldn't be doing that. Because Alvin has lived a different life from me. We were not born of the same household. We have not experienced parenting the same way. Maybe he has different values from me and he sees things differently. Life is different for everyone. So there's this thing where you want something that you haven't seen the price of.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this person might have like the best aesthetic lifestyle, but as you were saying, he might lack self-acceptance. So he's looking at it, all of it, and he's like, my life is shit. And you are there, you are comparing your life to his. Yet you're okay. So now you're bringing inadequacy to yourself. You're again bringing yourself down. It's not a winning battle, guys. Let's try to at least be aware of what we are watching. Even the things you watch without knowing, you have just scrolled on reels. You're programming your brain be very aware of the programming you give to your brain. I find it funny that, sorry to attack ladies, but ladies have cats, right? Female cats. So this same lady will lock her cat up in the house that it doesn't get pregnant. But if you date said lady, she wants to be outside all the time. Why is there double standard, guys? Question mark. Why?
Hey, ladies, why?
You see, but let's go back to mental health.
Yeah.
Therapy and whatever kind of therapy that is, and awareness are really good for society because they help you break down your problems, the armor from the way you see them. You might say you're depressed, and we touched on this a while back on an episode on pathologization. Self-diagnosis is a bad thing to do. You might be right, but the probability that you're wrong is there. So it's very important to go to a professional and just have it checked out. Maybe you're just sad. And like this mental health thing is a very sticky thing because people can decide to have mental health diseases for a trend.
Yeah.
I've seen the occurrence where people are claiming mental health diseases on TikTok and just to gain followership and all that. Guys, can we take life seriously? I mean, it's not that deep, but still, there's someone who has that problem and you're misleading them or you're misinforming them and your life is okay. Let's be authentic people, man. Let's stop creating skits everywhere.
Yeah, and to correct you on one thing, it's not a mental health disease, it's a mental health illness.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So now let's touch on social media. Social media is causing people to have
sorry. Before we go to social media,
right?
On mental health, there's a lot that comes with seeking help, and we should and we most definitely are allowed to seek help. Like seeking help it should not be shunned upon. It should not be a problem. It's important to seek help. It's important to actually go and find someone to talk to. Because I have said before that a problem shared is a problem half solved. That is a saying I was looking for during that episode. I had forgotten it. But at the same time, it's shared and half solved. It becomes 3/4 solved when it's shared with a professional. And there's a lot of issues that come with, when I go to therapy, people are going to see me as I have a mental illness. Bruh, everyone is going to think something at one point or another. So it's really important for you to just do what is good for you, irrespective of what people think. And it's important to take time and choose to be comfortable with yourself. Please note that being comfortable with yourself is important. Don't wait to meet other people's expectations, because you might want that that life, like Anthony said, you're looking into someone else's life and their life is just
to you it might look appealing.
Yeah.
But reality on the ground
it's not that good. And the grass is not greener on the other side.
The grass is greener
where you water it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So please give yourself the compassion you need to push forward.
Also, onto like the mental health thing. Something that's really funny is mental health stigma. Because like mental health awareness and therapy and like just learning to be a better person for yourself and just to improve yourself is a good thing. So I don't get why society is stigmatizing it. It's like society is a self-destructive place at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's like people want you to drink instead of go to therapy. You'll be a better societal figure if you're seen drinking than going to therapy online. Right? Like you'll receive more impressions or like you'll become more socially acceptable. Social acceptance is okay, but have you accepted yourself? Are you okay with yourself? you're going out to drink, but are you really okay with yourself, right?
Yeah.
Just because people online like you for a certain thing doesn't mean you have to keep doing it. If you learn that this thing is bad for me and you want to do better, you're going to lose some friends, you're going to lose some people, because some people are going to see you change and it scares the shit out of them. That's how life is. Like, you just have to get used to it. And it's okay, because you're not doing this for them. You're doing this for you. This is a you thing. People need to make life about them more, right?
Yeah.
We talked about being selfish and choosing yourself.
Yeah.
Choose yourself, because who's going to choose you if not you?
No one else.
Right. So let's go on to relationships and purpose. There's relationships have become a sticky situation these days, man. Even us as the youth, wow. You know, Kitambo, I get why. Like, if I was my parents, I'd be saying this. Because, you know, they had this thing where you used to, like, write a love letter and then you send it through the poster and then it reaches your partner, like, 1 week later, and then they are happy for the rest of the month. You know, like, it was love at a slow pace.
Yeah.
Right now, our society is just, wow. Everything's happening so fast. You see people complaining about their partners not texting them. It's like, I get it, but, like, guys, see, we become realistic. Your partner has things to do. You have things to do. They'll check up on you when they have the time. People need to accept that people have things to do. And they won't be on their phones 24/7.
That's true. But you could also consider that some people might have a little bit more insecurities than our parents did. So they can't wait for that letter 1 week. They need to have someone reminding them that, you know, they're still needed, they're still wanted.
What's your thought on reassurance?
It's very important. Every human being needs reassurance, whether they are good or bad. Reassurance is important, because everyone has self-doubt. Everyone has self-doubt. Like, no matter the situation, everyone has self-doubt. It's very important to have, whether it's yourself or someone else there, to give you the reassurance that no matter what it is, if you give it your best, that's all that's needed. Because you can't give more than you have.
Right.
So it's really quote unquote frowned upon, to give people reassurance. People say, making it seem like they're weak, or, you know, you're babying them. But do you see how babies are happy? Do you see how children are happy in this life? Like, children are happy.
We should aspire to be like children.
That's what I am looking for, walai. I want to go back to that happiness I had as a 3-year-old child. Because, to be honest, you will enjoy life way more when you're that happy. You'll see things in a different perspective. You know, I'm not one to quote the Bible too much, but Jesus says something that heaven belongs to something. There's something about heaven and children.
The house of Beatitudes.
The house of God. Something.
Something about God and children.
It's something. God, Jesus, children. Wewe mulifanya siari, I didn't do siari. But I know.
There's a reason.
But I know it's there somewhere. I just can't find the right words in my head, but I can find the interpretation. The interpretation is that you will be welcome to the house of God when you have the heart that similar to that of a child. So, with that kind of openness, that kind of joy, that kind of humility, and that kind of complete and utter openness to the world, that's what's going to give you the quote-unquote true desire. Mi hata naanza nianze kanisa walai. Hapo nimepata points. But anyway, that's not the point, yeah?
Apart from children, now let's go to grown-ups. There's also the prevalence of society having a purpose problem. Like, people are looking to find purpose almost immediately.
can't just wake up and do nothing. Why? But anyway,
So, like, finding your purpose is a big thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like something that's a deal breaker in your life to some extent. So there's a point where society has reached where it's like if you don't have purpose, you have nothing going on for you. It's okay to live life and in search of your purpose. That's what people are not willing to accept. It's okay to not have all the answers all at once.
That's true.
Because technically, like, it's impossible to have all information, all factors put in place, all perspectives put. It's not possible. So this life is like a journey.
It is a journey.
So you find your purpose along the way. So if you're in your teenage years and you're struggling to find your purpose, maybe you need to live life a bit more, experience a bit more. The world outside there is big, to be honest. Like, as you were saying earlier, we think we've seen everything, but like the world is such an experience that yours is just a fraction. Yours is like a dot somewhere in the galaxy of experiences.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to just go out and see more things. There's also an educational challenge because, like, our education system, according to me, is diluted. Like,
there. I think we need like another hour.
Producer, book another session. We are going to come back with this one, but let me just touch on it shortly.
Yeah.
So our education is, especially where we live here in third world countries, where it's diluted because we learn about mining and all these things, and we have them. Third world countries are fueling first world countries, but there's in between the brainwashing somewhere, we think first world countries are better than us. So our education system technically does not help us.
That's true.
You're just going there. Like the system, especially when I was still back in high school and primary, and even where I am right now, is cram everything before the exam, vomit just what you remember,
exactly.
End of story.
End of story. Close book chapter.
Forget about it. Go drink, erase in the brain. Like, if you ask someone who had an exam,
you're going to reboot.
If you ask someone who had an exam, 3 days after the exam, what they wrote in the exam, wow. They only remember they wrote their name.
That's a lie. Even me, if you ask me, I will not remember. But for me, the same thing is, and funny enough, I was actually thinking about this morning. It's really crazy that you said it, and we haven't talked about it. So our education system is mad. Our education system is mad, especially where we are recording from. Yeah, not the physical environment, but the system we learn. So those people who are finishing 844, you relate to what we are talking about. If you're doing the other one, what is it called? CBC, competency-based curriculum. So let's talk about.
We'll talk about first. You later.
844. It's about regurgitation of content. Basically, you took it in, now remove it, put it in paper, and then continue. We are not learning. That's not learning. Let me lie to you. That's not learning. It's cramming. And you just put content. You just feel content in your head like this. Nothing happens. But if we took up an education system, let's now consider this CBC.
To be an improvement.
Yeah. CBC, it's now competency-based. It's a curriculum that is based on your ability to comprehend, your ability to understand, and your ability to apply. So how competent are you in whatever you're doing? It's very important. So, if we were to take up such an education system, I'm not saying the one we have is the right one. I'm just saying if we were to look at it as a competency-based curriculum, we would actually have people creating their own jobs. Our former deputy president, there's a time he was saying, there are no jobs in Kenya. Why don't we strive to find jobs? Because we do learn about niches, we do learn about how to improvise, but we're always told that when you get your degree, when you're looking for a job, or they want to find someone who works well under pressure, who is committed, good team team player. All components of a follower. Someone to just take orders. Not someone who's able to strive their own identity, push their own agendas. And that's how we will forever remain a third world country. As we are feeding the first world countries with our own resources. Both human and other physical resources. Like all kinds of resources, we are feeding them. And let me not lie to you. If you think you're going to become better if you don't change the basic things, that's impossible. And that is all I have to say before the government comes for me.
Let's touch on the government. We have political and leadership challenges.
Yeah.
Our society right now, like if you've seen Gen Z don't trust the government, manze.
Fuck the government.
It's we wake up saying it, man. We wake up ready to protest and all those things.
I have said fun the government, okay? Fun.
Have fun with the government.
Fun government.
Right?
We love the government.
Our parents who conform more than us are used to the fake promises, the fake manifestos, and like the usuals. After every 4 years, they get together, lie to you, and don't do what they told you. But right now, there's theme of maudhui accountability in society. It's coming up.
Shavasi must go.
We're getting there. We're improving, and I really like the movement.
Yeah.
Like to pursue accountability. You said you were going to do this. Have you done it? What have you done so far? Where is the progress? And like it's nice because even now progress can be appreciated. But as we can see from our friend Morara Kebaso, question mark. There are question marks somewhere. And it's crazy. We don't trust our leadership because they are showing us that we shouldn't trust them.
At 27 na Kobalot. Guys,
we shall see.
Guys, nimeona IEBC wanawekwa tena. This is for only Kenyans. If you please, I am not going to speak in English because it is not important in English. Walai. IEBC wanatengenezwa tena. Guy. 2027 unikose kwa line ya elections walai na kujia nyumbani. 2026 I personally nitaanza kutembea nini make sure every young person has a voter's card. I am telling you 2027 after that later ni run for MCA. Guy, we have to change these things. Wait. But anyway, yeah, so back to our government. Now to those other people.
We are challenging the government. You've seen our friend Kasmuel ama naitanga
Kasamuel.
Kuna mahali walienda wakamfanyia. Kuna hii kitu ukishikwa unatoleangwa. I'm forgetting the exact name. So they take a bullet, then they put it on your thighs, then they pinch you with it.
Kuna shikango wapi ko?
Ile siku utashikwa tu vizuri. Unajua kushikwa ya kuabductiwa na kushikwa ya Kasarani police station.
See the same.
Ni two different.
Okay.
Wakikushika wakublindfold na ukalie bunduki.
Unakalia bunduki. Yo.
Like literally fear is coming from all sides of your body. Huku juu, huku chini.
Kila pali.
But as we are facing these challenges, we need solutions.
By the way.
So we could offer various solutions. First solution, education. Right education. Know what this government of yours is doing. Know what social structures are in place.
That is education and knowledge. Please. Education is what you learn in school. Knowledge is about the things that are happening within your society. Like, we might be saying here about Kasamuel and this other guy, Morara. We might be talking about them and you don't know what we're talking about. Please, be intentional in understanding what is happening in your world. And this is to the youth. Please, tafadhali. Hata kama sio kuwatch news. Just find a way. Hata uliza ChatGPT.
Kunaendaje?
Bana leo nini imefanyika? Please be in the know-how in your society because we are the future of tomorrow, like they tell us. So it's really important to be in the know-how.
Right. So also mental health awareness, therapy, just have some sense of let's just call it self-improvement.
Yeah.
Find ways to improve yourself. Accept yourself the way you are, but you know you could always
find
do
ways
better.
to improve. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, as he said, find out what's going on in society, bana. Things should not just happen.
Bwana zina kupita tu.
Yeah.
Bwana squeeze news iko YouTube. You can imagine, you can just go back from it's usually streamed from morning to night. Hata upate ni news ya 10 p.m. You can go back to morning brief ama inakuwa itangwa nini. Yeah, just
hapo kwa news kidogo.
Yeah.
Kidogo hapo kwa news.
Kwani imeisha tena? Kwani tunaongea nini?
Right. You were saying?
So, watching news, like, it doesn't mean you have to, like, sit there on your TV at the time for news. These things are pre-recorded. No, it's not pre-recorded, it's live. And then they show on social, and then it's aired out.
Distributed.
Yes. So you can just sit there and just watch. Just watch. Just look at the things that are on social media, the things that are current affairs, basically. Yeah. And other things.
Right. And as you do this, make sure to also comment on any other challenges that the youth have faced that we haven't covered.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some personal challenges that you want us to tell the world, and we would be more than glad to do so.
Yeah, so you can contact us on our social media, which is _ the Mirror Podcast.
On all platforms.
Yes.
And
or you can even comment here on this video, where either on YouTube or Spotify,
Apple,
Apple, wherever
really.
Yes.
And challenge social norms. We're about to talk about that. Apple to next.
Next.
Challenge social norms.
Unless unasikiza hii siku imekuwa aired out, itakuwa next baadaye. Yeah, so just wait for another week.
Right.
Itakuwa next. Sawa.
Support each other. We're all facing these challenges.
Yeah.
To be honest. So where you can support each other, where you can.
Tuko pamoja.
This one, you should come for this one. Mnitafute nitawaambia naishi wapi.
Hapana. Msinikujie.
Right, so for this episode, it has been us, the Mirror Podcast. It's been quite lovely. And yeah, we shall see you on the next one.
Thank you for having us.